Hello folks, a little update and clarification on this 7th grade level silliness of David Richardson challenging me to a fight. So I said that I would have everything in stone by this Friday, whether it would be in Colorado or it would be in Salt Lake City, Utah. I talked with the person through Facebook, Matt, who offered to talk to his teacher about setting things up. And two big problems. One, it turns out he only meets or talks with his teacher until Saturday. So obviously Friday I just can't say one way or the other if we're going to be able to do it in Salt Lake City, Utah. If that wasn't enough, one of the people that Matt works closely with just came down with the coronavirus. I can only imagine how freaked out he is. So I'm not going to push him for an answer or push him to do things while he's in this state. So I can't say by this Friday whether it will be in Salt Lake City, Utah, or out here in Colorado Springs. I was a challenge party. I was specifically told, David Richardson had one of his friends challenge him for me, and it specifically said wherever I wanted. But if I can do it in Utah, I want to do it in Utah. But I can't say if I can or not. Something will go on September 13th, whether here in Colorado, I'll have a little barbecue or something, or out in Salt Lake City. What I want to do on Salt Lake City is basically have a little seminar. I was thinking of doing something like, it's negotiable, but I was hoping of something like social distance weapons, like the spear or the naginata, or the basics of all of them, Joe, etc. Just go through the basics of them, a limited number. The reason is basically, that David Richardson isn't the first person that has screamed heavily about, face me, you coward, you're too cowardly to face me, come face me, challenges me to a fight, whatever. I get out there and nothing happens. Nothing ever seems to happen. They always seem to find an excuse to pull out and say, Don Roley forfeits or whatever. So, if I have a seminar out in Salt Lake City that puts a few $100s more in my pocket after expenses and such that when I'm going in, well, then my time isn't wasted going out there. Now, of course, David Richardson is a bully, and bullies are cowards, and he's acting exactly like a coward. No big surprise there. He's trying to make conditions that, I have to follow. He won't negotiate. He won't explain why he can't come out to Colorado. And he tried to set it up at this studio of a guy who was also Dukes Rue, which means he's under Frank Dukes, which is like, no, the guy might be nice, the guy might be so, but David Richardson himself, go through my videos here. There's one called Archangel Michael, John Reese is dead, and it explains how David Richardson tried to rile up a heavily armed lunatic, give him my address, and convince him to come out and massacre my entire family and me. So so anything that David Richardson really insists that I show up to, that he controls, nah. I figure Salt Lake City, hey, it's halfway between here and there. If it works out, if I make some money, hey, great. If David Richardson finds an excuse not to show up, I'm still ahead. However, I don't know by Friday if I can do that or not. I will let people know as soon as I know. And I apologize that I just can't make it this Friday. So again, stay tuned and stay safe. Everything is really crazy out there. Actually, everything is so crazy it makes this whole situation between me and David Richardson look sane by comparison. Stay safe, folks.